Shalom, shalom. To the 144,000, the elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Peace and blessing to the brothers that are preaching the truth in the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua have mercy upon you. I got a story here, y'all. It's on Fox 35, Orlando, down in Florida. Grandson shoots and deletes both parents in Florida, Cheryl says. Hey, man. Look at that little demon on that TV there. Why would a child wants to do something of that magnitude to their grandparents? I'm gonna tell you why. Because they first said no. I mean, they finally told him no, and this is the results of telling, or raising a son or a grandchild, and giving him every damn thing that he wants. And he already emotionally, picture this here. Most women react out. I got to say women because that's who raising these little badass children, right? Because women, when they react, whether it's lethal or non-lethal. When they react, it's just like how many Eve you see just run over Jake and just hit him with a vehicle car. That's because they react without thinking. Because why? Because they at that present moment their emotions and feelings and then took over, versus them using logic and thinking. Damn, I should run over this man regardless of what he did. Cheated on me, took my $20 or whatever he did. It don't require you to hit him with a damn vehicle. But I said all that to say is that this is what you get when you don't raise your children properly, as the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushua tells us to raise them. Right? Most of you all, most people, especially, well, I'm gonna say most men, if there's a man in the home, most of them in the home, it's very seldom that he actually raised the child, because the mother always, in Esau's kingdom, the mother always is the one that is taking the overall role in raising. Well, she's supposed to take the role in raising the children, right? But as the son gets older, he's supposed to require and be under his father, not his mother, right? As he grows into be what? To be a young man. And I ain't talking about no damn 17, 18, 19 years old, 20, 21. He's already a damn man. He's a young man already. Just like these young girls. You're trying to call these young girls that's 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, you want to call them a child. Ain't no damn child. They fucking out of every hole. So they're not children anymore. They're not children. That's the shit Esau tell you to keep you throwed off from the. This is why he tell you. See, man, Esau Edom is not the one to tell you how to raise your kids, man. Because if you listen to the so-called white man how to raise your children, man, this is what you get. Look at all these damn wicked ass children, man, men and women, walking around here, huh? And you don't never get no damn children to no damn woman to raise, especially no young man, to raise, man, because this is what you get. But in this case, this is his what? Grandparents. He deleted them. Deleted his grandparents. Why would he do that? They can't see that, every time he come over, he begging, he asking for money. Why? You can't see, you see something wrong with him. I'm quite sure Grandpa say, man, that damn boy, stop giving that boy money. Well, I'd rather give him money than see him out in the street and go broke. Give away all your money, then as soon as he put you out, then well, guess what? He ain't gonna come by no more, cause you on the street right along with him. You ain't got nothing to give him, man. Hey man, this is what we have, man. This shit is just like a. I know sometimes I sound like a broken record, man, but you got to repeat shit over and over to people to get it in their head, cause most of y'all ain't gonna get it in the damn way. Most of y'all don't give a damn no way anyway, care anyway, cause you're gonna continue on doing what you're doing anyway. But let's get into the story. And I got another one too. Let me start this over. Let's get it.
This man is accused of shooting and killing his elderly grandparents. It happened last night in West Melbourne. A neighbor was also shot when that grandfather ran next door to get help. Fox 35's Randy Hildreth is joining us live in that neighborhood. So, Randy, the neighbor survived, and you spoke with her family today.
Yeah, good evening to you, Luann. The family is thankful that she survived and is doing okay, but their hearts are with the victims, the White family. So Mr. George White lived here. They say he ran across the street to their front door, ringing it to get their attention and to get help. They say they brought him inside, called 911, and then bullets started flying.
There.
Terry French counted up the bullet holes in the front of his house off Washington Street.
There's 5 of them, 6 of them.
Recounting the chaos and tragedy of Wednesday night.
You just react.
He says his family was sitting in their front room when their neighbor, George White, showed up asking for help. His wife, Mary White, had just been shot, and deputies say their grandson, 22-year-old Jeremiah Campbell, was responsible.
Look at that evil ass boy. You trying to tell me y'all ain't know that boy was on something and something wrong with him? And you still inviting the devil in your house, man? Huh? Look at that boy, man. Look at the eyes on that boy. You tell me that boy ain't full of demons, and you still allow him to come in your home, man? Some people deserve what they get, man.
Grabbed George's arm and pulled him in, and then shut the door and locked it.
French says his daughter started dialing 911 and then bullets started flying into their house. Investigators say Campbell had come across the street for his grandfather next.
Bam, 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 bam. My son took off for the kitchen. My daughter took off for the laundry room. My granddaughter stood up and took off for the hall. That's when she got hit in the back of the leg.
French says he got down on the ground to crawl away and saw George get hit.
Right where you are. And he turned and started heading to the hallway. That one there, one of them, hit him in the back.
French says he's been neighbors with the Whites for over 30 years and now thinks a lot about the fact that George came over to him in his moment of terror. He says he's angry that their lives ended this way.
He's been such a good neighbor and a friend to me, and for anybody to want to kill him would just, I would like to know why.
I just told you why. They said no to him. They told him no. He wanted to get high. He needed some money. That's why.
And Campbell is being held with no bond. He is charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder, 1 count of attempted second-degree murder, and shooting into an occupied residence. Now, coming up new at 6, I'll tell you more about what we've learned about kids.
Let's click on this one down here. Look at this crazy ass. Look at this here. Hold up, y'all. It's like, we gotta get the commercials through. You can't stop commercials no more. Gotta let them play.
Here, Brevard County community correspondent James Sparvero. In West Melbourne, we're getting our first look at the grandparents who the sheriff's office says were murdered by their own grandson. George White was 83 and his wife Mary White was 81. This happened Wednesday night here on Washington Street. The sheriff's office says the grandson, Jeremiah Campbell, shot his grandmother first, and then when his grandfather, George, ran across the street to a neighbor's house for help, they say the 22-year-old grandson shot his grandfather through the neighbor's front door. They say in that process he also shot the neighbor's granddaughter, who was calling 911. This is what first responders reported.
I got 2 bullet holes in the door. I have a 25-year-old female shot in the leg.
Terry French, a next-door neighbor, tells me that young woman was his granddaughter. Terry, how is she doing? She's home from the hospital now?
She's home from the hospital, and she's doing well, physically. Mentally, she's still upset about it. And he shot 6 times. Bam, 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 bam. Bullets flying all in my house with my family in it. I hope that they put him in jail for the rest of his life.
All right, good afternoon. I'm Judge Baker. Would you be able to state your name, please, sir?
Jeremiah Campbell.
Thank you very much. There's a warrant for your arrest. I can read the charges to you if you like. First, 2 counts, second-degree murder. They're punishable by life.
He wanted his grandfather dead.
And Terry, I think the big question still remains. Why would this young man want to allegedly kill his own grandparents?
That is a question I'm asking. I have no clue of why or what reason that young fella had or what they had over there that he wanted.
I checked with the sheriff's office, but it told me investigators still don't have a motive. During his first appearance at the county jail, Judge Michelle Baker denied Campbell a bond. In West Melbourne, Brevard County, I'm your community correspondent, James Sparvero.
I'm telling you what it is. It's either two things, y'all. 2 things. Either they told him no, or that boy got a hold of something that he couldn't have any control of. That's all it was. You know when the so-called white man does that, the white child does that, and that they pick every kind of well, something wrong with her. She hopes she gets some help. No one say anytime you see a so-called black man on the TV and he's being accused of something this grievous, like taking the life of his parents or taking life of and something got to be wrong with you anyway to take a life of your parents or your grandparents. Something wrong with you. But most of the time, it's you all they're not being raised right. You're not raising them right, and then you say no, and then but most these drugs out here not these drugs are psych drugs, man. But Jake don't get no plea of insanity. That show me a case where a so-called black man got a plea of insanity, man, for taking out his mother or father or whatever. They don't give that to us. You may get a so-called black woman that got a plea of insanity plenty of times. It just don't. But it don't work for a so-called black man. It just don't happen. You know what? Let's do this right here. Hey man, let's Google, baby. Google. Let's see something. Have a black man ever got a plea of insanity? I know you're gonna say that. Listen to what it say, y'all. It say yes. Black men have successfully utilized the insanity defense in court. For an example, the 1,846 case involving William Freeman and considered by some to be the first use of the insanity defense in the United States and involved a young African/Native American man who was accused of murder. But guess what, y'all? Guess what now? Listen to what he say now. It's a young African/Native American. We're not the same people. They're not a so-called black man. When you say African, I'm looking at they're not the same. We're not the same. We're not the same. I'm not familiar with this case, but when they say African/Native American, I'm thinking that's a damn Hamite. So let's see further. Another example includes the case of James Johnson in 1971. See, they're going to say the same BS. 1971, whose insanity defense combined his individual's psychiatric problems with the racism and poverty he experienced throughout his life. This case became known as the Black Rage defense. it is important to what acknowledge that the insanity defense can be a complex and control. It still don't say they got off. Or maybe I should have said that. Have a so-called black man ever got released from America with a insanity plea? Yes, there are numerous cases, black men who have been released from prison. Many, what they say, many cases, many after being wrongfully convicted. Yeah, wrongfully convicted. No, how about not going to jail first? Wrongfully, he's talking about conviction, meaning their ass was in jail. Where we go right here for, and for instance, the National Registry of what? Of Exoneration indicates that black people, see, now you want to go to black people. I say black men. Black people account for over 50% of the individuals exonerated since the 1989. Now you want to say black people. 13.6% of U.S. population. This data is bullshit. Now you best believe we're way larger than 13.6 of the U.S. population. They've been riding that shit since the 50s. Come on, man. We spit out more children, way more children than they do. And even though them be killing their children every year, guess what? We still outnumber them. Oh, the Sydney Holmes released after serving. See, listen to this now. See, all these men that serve sentences. I just said released from being prosecuted. I'm not talking about this served time, because look at this shit here. Look at Sydney Holmes released after serving over 34 years of a 400-year sentence. See, that shit don't apply. You got Ricky Jackson exonerated after spending 39 years in prison. That's bullshit. Not talking about that. All these men, I mean, who? Jake been lied on with 45 years, 39 years, 30 years. These cases 39 years, 44 years. These black men spending time in prison. I say exonerated from what? From being being convicted of a case. I don't put it in there if it's one. If you still know a case, 'cause I don't know one. I just did the I ain't telling nobody did no damn time and then they got released because of after the fact. No. So let's read. Let's see, can we get it down here in the comments down here real quick. Right? Let's see some. His mug shot explains it all. Imagine living over 8 decades only to be violently taken out by your own. I'm sorry for the elderly couple, and I hope the neighbors will be okay too. Never let the shooter see the outside of the prison. See, let it would have been a so-called white man. They would have had every he got to be crazy. Something wrong with him. I hope he get the help that he need. Eve. Oh, something wrong with her. So I hope that she get the help that she need. This is what they do. Let's see. Do I find one? How many some? Now there's 111. I'm gonna make sure I go through all 111 of these goddamn comments, and I'm gonna see do one person say, "I hope that he get the help that he need." Listen to this shit now. Let this be a lesson. Do not take in trifling relatives. The grandparent, I'm kind of read kind of fast, pointed to murder his own grandparent because they are dead. Someone told him no. See there? Someone told him no. See, there goes somebody with some more sense. Let's see what they say. Comment right here. They probably told him to get a job, and that they won't be giving him money or letting him use the car again until he do probably kill the only 2 people in the world that will help support him in prison. That's right. Hey man, it is what it is. See, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure this thing out here. But I want to see if one person I'm gonna scan these things a little bit here. This is too sad. See if anybody gonna say capital punishment. Okay, don't let that fool out again. Okay, this is happening, and hold these older generations attempt to step in and let their young grandson especially move in with them. Yeah, but who okay, when that age and they let them do that, they move their grandparents. Who they just left home with? They mothers, not fathers, mothers. So he was a demon when he left his mother. With he being emotional, that's a reaction from a sensitive woman. The boy, he's still a child, man. In my age, and age don't make him grown. Do not raise somebody else's kids, even if you are their grandparent, whatever. That shit sound good. Gen Z, everything. Even I'll tell you, I'll go through all 111. Y'all might have told a lie because that's a whole probably. Nobody's saying. See, they still don't have a motive. The grandson is probably a psychopath or sociopath. See, but no one's saying. I hope that he get. I want someone to say, I hope that he get the help that he needs. Am I shocked by what race? This heartless killer? Is that something? Give him an 83-year-old in jail. Kids because of no help from parents. Let's see. There's no hope for the kids today because there is no hope for parents today. Who was that? Anyway, the grandparents' drug addictions was a motive of his mental. Okay, now let's see something now. Who this is right here? This is Ezra. I see why this right here. They say Ezra Israel. So this person here have some form of truth. So I expect him to say something of that magnitude. The grandson drug addictions was a motive of his mental health issues affected his reckless endangerment. Shootings, grandfather and grandmother refused to give him large sums of money knowing that he was not working of his attitude and violent behavior towards them living in their home. But still no one saying, I hope that he get the help that he needs. See, death penalty. All they talking about is what? Spending 60 years in jail, the kid. No one is saying, help this young man. No one is saying, I hope he get the help that he needs. See that? Look at that. He looks crazy. God bless them old people. 83. See, Jake gets no. It's gonna be negative energy toward the so-called black man. BLM couldn't be reached for comment. Imagine that's old racist devil right there. I heard they were making noise as he was trying to study. Look at this shit. Somebody said I heard that they were making noise that he was trying to study. Look at that lie him. Stop with your nonsense. This is a tragic situation. Exactly, man. But anyway, someone living. No one is saying it. Very sorry to hear about these grandparents. Sad events go in and possessing of a spirit, the motive of nothing, just evil. See, no one wants Jake to get have sympathy for Jake regardless. No one. Guarantee you, I can put up a page with a so-called black woman, so-called white man or white woman, and they've done something of this magnitude. They will be talking about help. Psychological help. Eve would have got put to death. It would be hundreds, even thousands. I hope that she get the help that she needs. See, no one wants to help Jake, man, which is a so-called black man. Yeah, no one. Went through all of them. No one said anything concerning this brother getting any kind of help. No one. So, there you have it. So let's get to the scriptures, y'all. Tell me I wasn't right. Tell me I wasn't right on that in making that assumption concerning no one wants this Jake to get any kind of help. He's not nothing wrong with he just evil. He's just an evil person. Boy, the so-called white man been demonizing our black ass so long, man. And boy, you can best believe it works. It works. And this is proof that this is definitely proof that that we as so-called black men we are going to continue to get demonized, and we're going to continue to be regardless of what our situation is. Cause man, listen, man, a lot of these jakes be in prison, man, and they be crazy, man. That dude, they gonna go through his whole prison sentence, the whole life sentence, and in them damn drugs. They don't keep that boy doped up. Trust me, I know firsthand. Anyway, let's go to Ecclesiasticus 33 and verse. Let's start at verse 19. Give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend, power over thee while thou livest, and give not thy what? Thy goods to another, lest what? Lest it repenteth. See, this boy ain't repent. But they're gonna continue to what? They were gonna continue to keep giving this boy. He's letting the devil in your house, man. With demons. He got demons on him. Man, young boy got demons on him. He clearly got demons on him. Let him in your house, keep getting him money, then guess what? You finally say no. Cause you ain't got none. That ain't in his mind. You got something. And thou entreat what for the same again. The point is read in 21. As long as thou livest. I mean, the whole thing, you don't give. That's why your son, your daughter, especially your grandchildren, you rule them with a rod of iron, man. You don't allow them to disrespect you. Then now you be now ain't to be loud with you, man. When you do this here, man, you allow that child future behavior be what? Have a rebellious spirit. You can't fault nobody but the fucking mother, man. Give not thy son or thy wife, thy brother and friend power over thee while thou what? While thou livest. And give not thy goods to another, lest it repenteth thee, and thou entreat for the same again. As long as thou livest and hast breath in thee, give not thyself over to any. They continue, and I guarantee you, that damn grandmother was the see, the father ran. She sat there and pleaded, "Oh son, don't do this, grandson, live out." Boom, 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 boom. She the first one got it. She the first one got it. Because she was the main one. You know why she was the first one got it? Because she was the main one catering to him. Yeah, she was the main one catering to him, and she got it first. See, you women, keep it up. It's going to get worse. As long as thou livest and hast breath in thee, give not thyself over to any. For better it is that thy children should seek to thee. Seek to thee how? When you tell his ass to do something, go cut the yard, go do this, go do that, he should do it. And if he don't go do it, you give him that correction. Then what? Then thou should stand to their courtesy. You don't let no children rule over you and tell you what to do. Cause once you do that, once you allow him to do that, then guess what? He's gonna this is the future right here. This ain't the first time this has happened, y'all. This ain't the first time. But Jay get no sympathy from anyone. These so-called black children, they don't get no sympathy from anyone, man. Proverbs 22 in verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. See, if the man was in the right frame of mind, and if he was being a man and running his household, they'll still be alive. Why? Because I would have never let his ass in. You ain't coming up in here. You can see, you can't see this boy's face and tell that this boy was under some type of influence. But even though when they have doing them drugs like that, man, especially these drugs in these times here, cause most of the drugs that they taking now, they either some form of pills or of ecstasy or all type of crap, man. You know, back when I was coming up, man, the teas and blues and homegrown. That's it. See, in these times now, you know, they taking everything. They putting everything in these children, weed and everything, man. That's why they gone. Let's drop down to verse 6, which is Proverbs 22 and 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So it is apparent. It is clearly that this boy was not trained up properly by his mother, because I'm sure his grandparents did not raise him from a child, right? You know, Eve done spoiled that boy, they messed over that boy, and then when that boy got to be 18, she dogged him out and kicked him out the house. I know what happened. And nobody had to tell me what happened, man. In the so-called black home when Eve is in the home. Once your ass get 18 and Eve can't get a stamp or a piece of money for your black ass anymore, your ass is on the street. You can believe that. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So, she ain't train him up right. This is why you see what you see now. This is why you see the death of his grandparents, man. Let's drop down to verse 15. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. What does that mean? The so-called white man teach you not to beat your son's ass, man, or your daughter. Let them do what they want to do. Make them go stand up in a corner and stand up on one feet, put a book in your hand, all that old dumb shit. That's white folks ignorant shit. That what they teach you, they're gonna teach you. Then phone, they can have phone before they ain't 3 years old. Now I work phones. 2 years old, children know how to swipe and turn on a game. Sorry ass parents, man. Sorry ass Eve. That's what you got. Sorry ass Eve. Eve, you ain't shit, and you ain't gonna be shit. Not in this kingdom here, because you doing what the hell you want to do, and you fucking them children up. That's what's going on. Grandparents, all of them. Jake, be a man in your damn house. You can't be a man in your house. Get your own house. Stop staying with these tramps, with your children. Proverbs 13:2. A man shall eat good by what? By the fruit of his mouth. But the soul of the what? Of the transgressor shall what? Shall eat violence. Shall eat violence. They knew this boy was violent as hell before they opened their door. They knew he was on drugs. They knew the magnitude of what he was experiencing years down the line. Because the boy look, I know he's 18 years old better. He like he's in his early 20s. They knew this here. But guess what? They kept fooling with him. That's my son. I hear the mama now, I hear the grandmama now. Let my son, let my grandbaby in. He got help my grandbaby. Yeah, he helped you all right. You the first one got it, Granny. Grandma was the first one got it. Ecclesiastes 3:1. Hear me, your father, O children, and do thereafter, that ye may be safe. For the Lord has given the father honor over the children. The father. Y'all hear that? Why? Because that's his seed. The father is supposed to be the rulers of the home, man. If most of these men was ruling their homes in the correct manner, most of these children would not be in the condition that they are in, man. That's destroyed. Most of these young boys are emotional as hell, and they react off of what feelings and emotions, and that's why a lot of them, why a lot of these boys laying down in the grave now. For the Lord has given the father honor over the children, and has confirmed the authority of the mother over the sons. But first and foremost, the father. The mother, when what? The boy gradually grows into what? A young man, she can't handle no more. So his father got to what? Raise him and teach him what he should and shouldn't be doing, man. Not the mother, man. Not the mother. Let's drop down to, we don't read all. Let's drop down to verse 8 of Ecclesiastes 3, which is in the Apocrypha, 3 and 8. Honor thy father and mother, both in word and deed, that a blessing may come unto thee from them. You know, these children don't respect nobody, man. They ain't gonna respect nobody because they wasn't raised right. So if you ain't raised them right, you can't look for them to what? To be respectful towards his mother or father, man. You know, the damn mother cursed them, you know. Anyway, 9. For the blessing of the father establish the what? The houses of children. But the curse of the mother rooted out what? Foundations. Why? Because most women are rulers of the home. This is why the children, and she's working what? Hand in hand with Esau Edom, man. When Eve stopped getting that money for your ass, you got to go, man. But as long as she get money for you, you can be under that roof, and she not going to teach you a damn thing. Verse 10, but glory not in the what? The dishonor of thy father, meaning that means a wicked father. For thy father dishonoreth is no glory unto thee. Because why? Because he's wicked. He's no damn good. He's walking the streets. He's a goddamn drunk. Let me give me a drink, y'all. Slacky. Where I'm at. Verse 11 of Ecclesiasticus 3 and 11. For the glory of a man is from the honor of what? Of his father and a mother. And dishonor is a what? A reproach to the children. My son, help thy father in his age, and grieve him not as long as what? As he liveth. Why? Because and if his understanding fail, meaning, you know, when you get older, your mind goes. You know, what they say, the saying that you once a dope and twice a child. You know, you go losing your mind and stuff, man. So you're supposed to do what? Verse 13. And if his understanding fail, have patience with him, and despise him not when thou art in the what? Thy full strength. Meaning you full strength, you got your right mind, but now your father done lost his mind. Now you don't want to be patient with him. He's patient with your bad ass, your no good ass, because you weren't always good. Huh? He was patient with you, but guess what? You won't be patient with him. This is what we have, y'all. This is what we have. Let's drop down to verse 16. He that forsaketh his father is what? As a blasphemer. And he that angereth his mother is what? Is cursed of thy power. So you got to honor your mother and your father, man, but your father first. Yeah. He don't like hearing that. Ain't no equal shit. Eve ain't no woman never been equal with no damn man, especially in the eyes of the heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. You know, that's some white man shit that he glory and give Eve big mama. Fuck Big Mama. Big Mama wicked as hell, and Big Mama gonna always not raise them children properly because all she doing is anytime she want to get her hands on your children, your grandchildren, it's about money too as well. These women are about money, man. These women are not about raising children and feeding and raising their children properly. They're all about a damn dollar, man. And they damn fingernails and that fake bald head ass hair that they put on their head, man. Yes, I said it. I said it. And you don't like it, well, guess what? It's the truth. Proverbs 23 and 13. Withhold not correction from the child. For if thou beateth him with the rod, he shall not die. This is the Lord, y'all. This ain't me. This is the Lord. You're upset with the Lord. The Lord told you to what? Proverbs 23 and 13 again. Withhold not correction from the child. For if thou beateth him with the rod, he shall not die. If they would have put that rod on that boy back, whooped that boy ass, guess what? He wouldn't have did what he just did. He wouldn't have did it. Verse 14 of Proverbs 23 and 14. Thou shalt beat him with the rod, and shalt deliver his soul from hell. And hell is not under the ground. You burn it forever. Hell is your ass being what? Being burned with that lake of fire in these times. This is that second death. he would not escape that lake of fire in these days. He might get it before the end, being that he's incarcerated. I got these deep prison taking out a lot of the inmates real soon. Yes. Just say it started a great flood, and you got inmates, and they in these jails, and in these prisons, and behind these bars. They'll see the water coming, and they'll leave their asses up in there. They won't let them out. Because of a piece of paper say, regardless of what's going on, do not let them out. They don't leave them in there and let them all drown. You got to be some type of evil to leave a bunch of people and let them just drown when you see the water coming. You got to be you got to be real evil. And most of the people that they be dealing with is non-violent people, man. Non-violent. And they'll sit them in there and let them all drown. Evil, man. Y'all have learned the ways of the so-called white man. And the so-called white man has given you instructions of the devil. Because today he is the devil of the earth. The so-called white man is the devil of the earth, y'all. If you don't believe it, then keep following the so-called white man. And when the times of trouble, which is Jacob's trouble, pass your door. It ain't gonna pass your doorstep. I'll take that back. And when it come to your doorstep, just look forward to what? To you getting your just deserved, which is that punishment. This is Second Esdras 5 and verse 8. Then shall be what? A confusion also in many places. And the first shall be, where am I? Let me see something. See if I got the right thing, y'all. Yeah. In verse 8, there shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft, meaning it repeatedly. It's not going to be put out. Sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and the minstrel woman shall bring forth monsters. Now that scripture we use kind of like twofold. It concerns deformed babies, deformed. But in these times that we're in, Eve is what? It's bringing forth monsters and creating them unto what? Into adults as monsters. This is what they are doing. Yeah, they are making these children in the manner that they is. Them children ain't coming out like that. They're not coming out wicked. They got to be made. They're being made wicked by that being in the hands of who? Of Eve. This is what's going on. Real quick, let's go to Jeremiah. What I want? Yeah, I know. Y'all know what I want. This is. You can't read this scripture here enough here. Jeremiah 4 and verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. That word sottish means what? Stupid. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do what? Evil. Evil. They are wise to do evil. Jake always bragging about shooting and killing niggas. Look at this rap music they got. All they do is make music about what? Taking each other out. Esau Edom has created monsters with the help of Eve. Right? For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. They have no knowledge of doing good. None. None whatsoever. Before I close it out, let's go to, and I'm going to close it out from here. I'm going to go to Ephesians. Corinthians. Ephesians 5. Ephesians 5 and 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, meaning pay attention, look around. Don't be a fool. Look around, regardless of who they are. See then that ye walk circumspectly. If they'd have been being circumspectly and looking around and paying attention to that wicked grandson of theirs, they'd be still here today. But that woman with that sensitive ass and all them emotions. Let them on in. That's my grandbaby. Okay. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the times, because what? The days are evil. Huh? The days are evil. Meaning, right, when you redeem, you got what? You got to make good use of and use your damn mind when dealing with a demon. So on that note, say, call halal Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rokah HaKodesh, Shalom. Make better decisions, y'all.